APS is no longer just APS, and it is affecting mainly Indian masters applicant who are planning for Germany masters intake from summer semester 2027 or later. There's now one more step added into the APS, a new digital exam 3.5 hours long called the dMAT or Digital Master Assessment Test. And if this applies to you, your APS file can remain incomplete until the dMAT certificate is submitted. I know this sounds frustrating because students already had enough confusions around APS delays, university deadlines, block accounts, VFS appointments, document courier, and now suddenly one more test comes into the picture. But please, do not panic before checking your exact case because this dMAT rule is real, but it's not for everyone. Germany is actually trying to make the process more standardized due to presence of different types of universities in India with different degree names and grading systems. But I'm totally with you because from a student point of view, it feels like one more heavy thing. So today I want to make this simple by covering who needs dMAT, who may be exempt, where students are misunderstanding the rule, what are the steps for dMAT, and how you can check your own situation in under 1 minute using the free EtaInfi dMAT eligibility checker. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Sarab, came to Germany in 2018 to do my masters, and today I'm a German citizen, trying to help students in the best way possible so they can achieve their career dreams. Many students are reading one social media post and thinking engineering, business, commerce. Okay, I'm finished. That is not how official wording works. APS is not looking at your college brochure or at the marketing name on your university website. APS is looking at your official academic documents, which are your degree certificate, transcripts, mark sheets, your branch, your major, honor subject, your specialization. This difference is very important because your university website may say School of Technology. Your course page may say AI and Data Science. And if you hire an agent, he may say this is a technology degree. But APS will check what is officially written on the document. So there are three main groups affected in the current rollout: engineering, commerce, accounting, finance, economics, and business and management. If your previous degree clearly falls into these groups and you are applying for master's intake from summer semester 2027 or later, then dMAT is required. For example, many BE and B.Tech engineering degrees are clearly affected if the official branch is engineering. For commerce and economics, these degrees can fall inside the affected group. For business and management, these degrees and similar fields can also be affected. But now comes the part many students are missing. Some degrees are not automatically covered. For example, standalone BCA, B.Sc Computer Science, B.Sc IT, B.Sc Data Science, standalone Artificial Intelligence, Data Science, standalone Cybersecurity, Architecture, Law, Pharmacy, Pure Sciences, Humanities, Arts, Social Sciences except Economics. These are not automatically covered just because they sound modern, technical, or career-oriented. Same is with the technology. A tech degree is not automatically enough by itself. If the official branch is clearly engineering, then yes, it can be affected. But if the branch is unclear, non-engineering or standard technology field without engineering designation, then it may need separate checking. And next, there are borderline fields such as hotel management, tourism management, aviation management, hospital administration, healthcare management. These are not decided only because the word management is inside the name. So please do not make your decision from this title alone. Open your transcript, open your degree certificate, read the exact words. That one line can decide whether you are dMAT required, exempt, probably not required, or need manual review. Another important thing, please also remember the transitional exemptions. If you completed APS online registration before 29 June 2026, you are exempt for that APS procedure. If you have shipped your complete APS hard copy documents before 29 June 2026, you are exempt for that procedure. If you already received your APS certificate, you do not need to take dMAT for that completed APS procedure. And officially confirmed exchange, double degree, and university partnership applicants are also exempt. Please do not misunderstand dMAT as if you have to revise your full engineering, commerce, or business textbook again. For the India APS rollout, the dMAT uses two parts. One is the core module and one is the general academic module. The core module checks general cognitive and analytical skills. That means how you understand patterns, how you compare information, how you solve structured problems, how you think under time pressure. The general academic module is also not based on mugging up your full bachelor syllabus. It checks how you apply logic, analysis, and academic problem-solving skills. So the better way to think about dMAT is this. It is closer to an academic aptitude test and not a hardcore subject exam. This does not mean you should take it lightly. 3.5 hours is still serious. Now, who is actually conducting this test? The dMAT is not conducted by APS India. APS India remains responsible for document verification. The dMAT is administered by g.a.s.t. You may already know g.a.s.t indirectly because it is connected with major German study-related tests like TestAF, TestAS, and Onset. g.a.s.t is a German organization working in academic test development and study preparation. For dMAT, g.a.s.t handles the registration, test center booking, payment, technical support, and certificate issuing. APS checks your document. g.a.s.t conducts a dMAT and gives the certificate. Then that certificate becomes part of your APS documentation. This distinction is important because students may think, will APS automatically call me for dMAT? No. You need to register for dMAT separately through the official dMAT or g.a.s.t registration route. Do not wait for APS to automatically book your dMAT test. APS says some affected applicants may submit APS document first and add the dMAT certificate later once it becomes available. But APS cannot complete the APS procedure until the dMAT certificate is submitted. So here are the steps for you. Step 1. Check if dMAT applies. Register for dMAT through g.a.s.t. Take dMAT at licensed test center. 4th. Download certificate from g.a.s.t portal. Submit certificate with APS document or later only if APS FAQ allow for your case. APS completes certification only after required dMAT certificate is submitted. APS certificate reflects dMAT results where applicable. The first dMAT registration started on 29 June 2026. The registration deadline is 15 September 2026. The test date is 26 September 2026 and the certificate becomes available online on 12 October 2026. Now comes the interesting part. It is a 60-second diagnostic tool. Here the official rules are written in a way where one small wording difference changes the answer. So instead of reading 5 press releases, 10 Instagram posts and 20 confusing comments, you can first map your own case. The tool checks the main thing that matters. Your target intake, your APS registration timing, your document shipping date, your degree classification, and most importantly, your official transcript wording. Then it gives you one of the 4 outcomes: required, exempt, probably not required, need manual review. Required means your case looks clearly inside the current dMAT requirement. Exempt means your timeline or applicant category likely removes you from the requirement for that APS procedure. Probably not required means your degree may sit outside the current affected groups, but you should still verify your official wording carefully. Need manual review means your case is borderline. This happens with mixed degrees, sector-specific management, technology degrees, unclear B.Tech branches, or cases where the transcript and degree certificate use different wordings. If your EtaInfi Checker result says dMAT is required or your degree clearly falls inside the affected group, then you should go to the official dMAT registration route through g.a.s.t. During registration, be careful with 4 things. First, use the same personal details as your passport and APS application. On test day, g.a.s.t requires a valid ID or passport matching the identity document used in registration. Second, select the correct dMAT test for India, APS verification process. You are looking for dMAT for graduate students in India, connected to the APS verification process. Third, choose your test center carefully. The planned cities are these, but the final available centers are also shown during registration. Fourth, keep your g.a.s.t login details safe. After results are published, your certificate is downloaded from the g.a.s.t participant portal itself. That certificate is the document you need for APS. And honestly, applying to Germany can feel lonely, especially when such rule changes happen. You might be sitting alone at night, reading official PDFs and trying to understand one sentence again and again. That is not easy. I know that. That's why we are also tracking this inside the EtaInfi Discord community. Students can discuss their degree wordings, track dMAT updates, share timelines, compare APS situations, and help each other understand what changed. So if you're planning for Germany, join the Discord community and you can find the link in the description. EtaInfi is here to create the clarity and help you step by step with this. Good luck and I'll see you in the next one.